My mom was always very supportive. I don't think she really wanted me to race just because it scared her. When I moved up from go-karts to cars, actually her and my dad were relieved because I at least had protection then. My grandparents used to always record all the tapes, and you could hear her screaming in the background at the races at the top of her lungs, and I just wish, she was here to see my kids now.
Joey Gase.
Joey Gase.
Joey Gase.
NASCAR driver and Cedar Rapids native Joey Gase has dedicated his life to honoring organ donors.
I'm Joey Gase. I'm a NASCAR driver from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and donor son. Started racing go-karts when I was 8 years old, which would have been 2001. Full-size cars in 2008. Been racing an Xfinity at Newton since 2011. It means a lot, to be able to be back here in Iowa and at this Iowa Speedway. It's the first time we've been back since 2019, and there's a ton of excitement around it, and the race is sold out, packed, and so we can raise a lot of awareness this weekend, which will be really cool. So every weekend we honor donors, recipients, or those who are on the wait list, and sometimes all three. When we do that, they're on the car, but then we also invite their families to the race, and they're our special guest, and we always have a connection because our loved ones are donors, so it's always cool to be able to honor them and see how great their families are. And it means a lot, to be able to share that, and you know that you're not the only person, right? And that, we're just there and support each other, and you know someone that kind of understands what you went through. It's really important to me because of my mom, Mary. She passed away in 2011 of a sudden brain aneurysm. When that happened, we didn't really know a whole lot about donation. We never really, talked about it. I was young, she was only 44 years old, and we never thought we'd be put in that situation. But we knew if my mom could no longer continue her life, she would want to do whatever she could to help others continue theirs. So we said yes, and later we found out she's able to help save and improve the lives of 66 people, which was amazing to us. And ever since then, I wanted to do what I could to raise awareness and honor all those affected by it, and get people not only to register to be organ donors, but also have that talk with their loved ones. Obviously, you can never be fully prepared for a situation like that, but just make it a little bit easier. Donation is something that people don't really talk about unless they have a reason to talk about it. So it's really cool, when my mom or any honorees on the car, and we have people reach out to us all the time on social media or at the racetrack or fan mail, and then they tell us their story on, and like, oh, well, my mom was also a donor, or I'm a recipient, or I'm on the wait list. The donation world is much bigger than people realize. It's really cool to see that and have that connection with everybody. And my mom, she was a very loving and caring person. She wanted to be a blood donor, but my mom was a very short and tiny person, and she actually didn't weigh enough to be a blood donor. Because of that, we knew she wanted to be a donor, so we said yes. Later, when we went home and found her driver's license, she was a registered donor. So knowing that we made the right decision for what she had wanted made the world to us. Saying yes was also a healing process for us, to a point, knowing that my mom was able to live on and help other people out there. I think a lot of people only think of the people you're helping directly, but they don't think about the ripple effect to where you're helping that person obviously directly, but you're also helping that person's, their family members, their kids, their coworkers, their friends, the person they held the door open for that day. So my mom, helped 66 people directly, but really she helped thousands of people from all those other people those 66 people knew. Iowa Donor Network was great. They're very supportive the whole way through the process and even at the funeral, and it's really cool how personal Iowa Donor Network is with the families. A lot of the families, are now volunteers and do whatever they can to stay connected with Iowa Donor Network. We made my first start in Xfinity at Iowa. I think it was about 6 months after her passing. It still happens at times where you wish you could tell her something or ask her for advice and stuff like that, but we know she's always down here watching over us. Whenever I'm at a booth trying to register people, if they say no, I always ask them, well, why not? And normally they can't give a reason, or they hear something from a movie. So I always tell them, well, if you can't give me a reason why, I think that kind of is all the reason why you should be an organ donor. And why would you not want to help people? And I would think if you were someone on the wait list, you would want someone to do the same thing for you. We're really proud of my mom, what she's able to do during her life, but also after it.